You ever meet someone who's never trained a day in their life but swears up and down they could take someone in a street fight? It's wild how many people walk around thinking they're him. No training, no sparring, no gym, no nothing. Just pure ego. Look, just because you got into one little fight in high school does not make you Mike Tyson, especially when neither one of you could throw a straight punch, just full windmill haymakers. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's people's egos, maybe it's the movies, maybe it's all the UFC highlight reels, but a lot of people genuinely think they can fight. And that mindset not only is it delusional, it's dangerous. So let's talk about it. Hey everyone, my name is Pat, and welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into this discussion, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell, along with checking out my other channels, Twitch and socials. Links are all down in the description. Why people think they can fight. I think it comes down to three main things. One, movies and media. We've all grown up watching people like Jason Bourne or Batman wipe out entire rooms like it's nothing. In movies, fights are clean, fast, and somehow the main character never gets tired or hit in the face, really. But those scenes are choreographed, clean, flashy, unrealistic. Real fights are chaotic, they don't look good, and they're ugly. I mean, no offense, but when you're watching a street fight in these movies, do you really think no one's getting, seriously hurt and cut and they're just knocked out and can walk away in a couple minutes? No, some shit really happens in these street fights. A real street fight, couple punches in, and you're swelled up and have all types of cuts if you really are landing hits on each other. And the worst is when one of you do fall over, because what if you smack your head extremely hard on the concrete? Now you're looking at concussion, skull fracture, possibly worse. And if you're the person that caused that damage, now you're looking at serving time. Let's be real, most people don't want to believe they're vulnerable. So they convince themselves they could handle it if something ever were to go down. A lot of people just can't accept the idea that they're vulnerable. It's like admitting you can't fight is admitted weakness, which in a way I guess it is. So instead, to avoid that, they pretend. And then that's when the main character syndrome kicks in. The whole, if someone tries me, I'd see red and I'd kick their ass. No, you wouldn't, Kevin. You'd fall on your ass trying to throw a roundhouse kick like Luke Rockhold. But thinking you can fight and actually being able to fight are two different things. I think the last major reason why people think they can fight is their past experiences. Some people did get into a fight or two growing up, and they won. Cool. But guess what? Fighting an untrained 16-year-old in high school is not the same as squaring up with someone who's trains 6 days a week, knows how to pick you apart in seconds, it's their life. Now, I'm not saying, you got to be able to handle those people, because a lot of people have other shit, and, fighting isn't their passion. But getting lucky in one scuffle doesn't mean you're ready for a real fight.
It means you survived.
The problem with this whole I could fight because I'm more aggressive, more angry, bigger, whatever the fuck, that mindset, that's what gives people false confidence. And the problem with false confidence is that it doesn't show up when you need it. False confidence can get people hurt, seriously. If you walk around thinking you're a tough guy, you might escalate situations that you could have just avoided. You might step into a fight with someone who's actually trained, or is just crazy enough and doesn't care about your life. You might think, I'll just throw hands if anything happens. But that adrenaline dump is real. You'll freeze, you'll panic, you swing wild, gas down like 30 seconds. That mindset doesn't de-escalate anything. If you think throwing hands is the go-to move, it's wrong. Like I said, adrenaline hits. Fear will set in, and suddenly that tough guy mindset crumbles, and you gas out, you panic, and you freeze, and now you're a victim. Thinking you can fight without training is like thinking you could perform surgery just because you watch Grey's Anatomy. And on the flip side, real fighters, most of them try to avoid fights best as possible. They'll walk away. They'll even apologize when they weren't in the wrong because they know what violence actually looks like and how dangerous fighting truly can be. Now look, if you really want to be able to defend yourself, good. Protect the people around you. Protect yourself. If you want to be able to move through this world with more confidence within yourself, training's probably your best option. Now, I'm not telling you to dedicate your life to it or what martial art to pick, but picking up a couple lessons or going to a couple classes here and there for a martial art that isn't, something like Bullshido will help you a lot. Sure, martial arts is going to humble you fast, especially your first day. You'll get tapped out by people smaller than you, gas out quicker than you expected, not block as many punches as you thought you could. You'll realize how much you really don't know and feel like a fish out of water. But that's good, because training isn't about learning to throw hands. It's about discipline, control, understanding your body mechanics, time and situational awareness, emotional regulation, etc. Yes, of course it gives you the tools and the knowledge to be able to dissect your opponent in whatever way you want, if they're not trained as well. But at the end of the day, once you get to that level, you understand and can respect it more to the point where you don't just look at situations like, oh, I can't wait to hurt somebody, or, oh, this person pissed me off, I want to break their jaw or something. You'll look at it like, damn, this is a really shitty or shallow person, I'm gonna walk away and not let them in my life anymore. It gives you real tools, not just for fighting, but for life. Let's be honest, most people wouldn't even need a fight if they just had the confidence and self-respect that comes from training. That alone changes how you carry yourself, truly. So yeah, just because you've watched a few street fight compilations or won a scuffle in 9th grade doesn't mean you're built for combat. If you really care about protecting yourself and the people you love, get into a gym, learn, get humbled, and get better. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a run-in with one of those I Say Red people, or if you started training yourself, tell me how it's changed your mindset. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, along with checking out my other channels and socials. Links down in the description. As always, stay safe, stay snazzy, and stay blessed.